probably the only game title I've actually watched all the way through when I first turned it on.
It was very epic when you first put the cartridge in, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this was what 1998 Christmas for me,
Right.
and I was waiting for this game.
Did you just get the ear at the bottom of the screen?
No. I've always known it's been cheeky. I've always known it's been 1998. It was 1998 Christmas, and I wanted this more than anything in the world. And on Christmas morning, it wasn't there, and I was so upset. And it was hidden in the Christmas tree.
This was one of the first Zeldas that were actually advertised in the UK.
That's right. There was so much hype about this game. There was so much hype. But it was released in Japan and North America in November 1998. And I think it was given to us just around about Christmas time.
He definitely doesn't have the wiki open.
No, he definitely doesn't. We're a few minutes in, and we've had some facts, we've had some nostalgia, and welcome to Kinship Kingdom, please.
These.
Well, no, that's another. That's for the verses.
Is it?
Would you not think?
What would you want to call this then? Working title.
Working title.
Working title.
welcome to welcome to working titles.
Well,
That's an absolute fantastic name. I'm sticking with that.
Yeah, it's fixed there.
Working title.
Welcome to working title.
The channel's Kingship Kingdom, obviously.
Yes.
Welcome to Kingship Kingdom's working title with Anatias, Kyn, and Kyn.
Yes. We're going to talk over each other like
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
But yeah, this.
Because we know what we're doing.
Yeah. I think this is nostalgic for all of us. I don't know about you, Keen. I know it's particularly more nostalgic for Anatias over myself.
Yes. 100%. I cried when I didn't think I had this game. And then when I got it on Christmas morning, I cried when I got it. I cried when I turned it on, and I basically watched the sequence play out all the way through. Because I think back then, this is probably the first 3D game that I owned.
Right. So this is the first game you got on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, it wasn't even Mario I was interested in, it was Zelda. It was always Zelda. Zelda was the game that I wanted to play more than anything. I had it on the SNES, I had Link to the Past, which was a fantastic title. And I watched this sequence with huge imagination and couldn't wait to dive into it. So yeah, so this game was the first 3D game I played, and to emphasize the hype around 3D, I don't think I've ever experienced the excitement that I had for a game like that, because we literally went from 2D to 3D. I mean, I think the closest we ever came to it since in recent times is VR, but VR hasn't had the same impact as what this did to video gaming.
No, definitely. The jump into 3D. Probably most people remember PlayStation.
Probably, but this is, as I say, we didn't have. We had a shared PlayStation 2, but even then it was things like Ridge Racer, and this was the first adventure game.
Right. Okay.
That I played in 3D, and yeah, I mean everything before that was sort of a side scroller, or Final Fantasy VII wasn't really 3D. It was more of a sort of isometric top down view.
Yeah.
With very clever sort of tricks to make it seem 3D, but it wasn't true 3D.
Yeah. It was like say it was images. Resident Evil did a similar thing. A lot of games did that.
Yeah.
It was pre-rendered backgrounds.
Yeah.
Which have not aged very well.
No, but then Final Fantasy VII also had the CGI cinematics, which were ahead of its time.
It was, yeah.
Back then as well, and that's what made that game amazing for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, this would be one of my go-to games. I would play this and roll around Hyrule Field as a kid after school, and and not necessarily achieve anything. This is back in the golden age of gameplay, where you basically could play the main game or go off and just use your imagination. And that's what I did, because we didn't have online.
No, you didn't have. Well, you had guides, but you had to find a physical copy.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, in my household, we didn't have online gaming, so this wasn't online. So it was all just you.
Yeah.
You'd go home, you'd turn it on, you'd play a bit more of the story. You may have completed the story already, and you were just running around as child Link in the field. You'd go. I mean, how often I went down and just did fishing, because I love doing the fishing element of it. So yeah, it's one of those games that's I'm interested to see how my rose-tinted nostalgia glasses plays out, because I haven't played this for years.
I'm the same. The last one I played was the remake for the game, the 3DS.
I didn't even do that.
You don't, so you'll
No.
be even further back.
The last time I played it would have been on the GameCube, and it was the Wind Waker Special Edition, and you had the
Yes.
remastered dungeons on the bonus
Yeah,
disc.
you had the Master's Quest.
Yeah. Yeah, and even then, I only maybe did the first 3 dungeons as Child Link and got into Adult Link and never completed it. Never went because I was playing Wind Waker at the time.
Mhm.
So yeah, so you could even go further back before that for a complete one.
Right, so what we're going to call our little elf boy?
What shall we call him?
This is something we maybe should have discussed before we got to this
I
stage.
think we should do something off the cuff.
Right?
Not go with anything like Link or name it after one of ourselves. We just...
Okay.
What comes to mind?
Ah.
Preferably
Something that's clean.
something not too filthy.
Something that's clean. That's the first thing that came to my mind, was that we've got to not remove all the words that we're not allowed to have.
Something not
You know, because
suggestive.
because you're next to ST Shoot, all I can see is stew.
What's funny? I was thinking Steve.
All I can see is stew. You gotta go with stew.
Stew.
Stew spelled like that.
Yeah, or it's our Stuart or whatever. Steve.
Stew with an E.
You going Steve?
What do we want? We want Stew or Steve? We'll put it to a vote.
I think I'll go with Stew.
Stew?
Yeah.
Anatias? The tiebreaker.
Steve.
Steve is it. Steve, the elf.
the hero
The
of time, Steve.
3 hearts.
We all remember the legendary story of Steve.
In the vast deep forest of Hyrule lies the boy Steve. Long have I served as a guardian spirit. I am known as the Great Deku Tree.
Stump!
The children of the forest, the Kuroki, live here with me. I can't skip.
Sorry, did you just say the karaoke?
That's
did.
what I thought.
I did. I hope no one noticed, but however, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. His name is Steve.
I can't say anything because in my inscription video I called the scribe Scribey.
Yeah, you did.
And
That sounds normal.
and it's unfortunate because once you've convinced yourself that that's what the word is called, you read that word. That word
Yeah. Yeah.
throughout the whole thing.
It is.
I'd forgotten about the haunting face.
This isn't upscale graphics, is it?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. It's still as majestic as it was in 1980. I'm going with nostalgia.
Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither.
Oh no, that giant tree's gonna eat that fairy.
I have always loved the fact that the Deku Tree has a massive
Moustache.
1980s moustache. I've always loved that.
Very Tom Selleck. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words. The words of the Deku Tree. Why do you have to talk about yourself in third person?
Why does your accent keep changing as well?
Because I'm a fud.
Spirit's weird.
Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descended upon the... That's a quick change, hasn't it?
You're doing alright.
Malevolent forces are here. They're now here. I can't read. Malevolent forces, even now, are mustering to attack our land of
Find
Hyrule.
out. For the
Get your second chance now.
Koki.
Kokiri.
Yes.
For so long, the Kokiri forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. Does that read
That's-
right?
It's a poor translation.
That is a
Yeah.
poor translation.
I was just thinking-
I will give you that as a poor
I'm like,
translation.
that sounds wrong.
I mean, it is the 90s.
Yeah, there's probably one poor sword had to translate it. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey.
We really need to give this guy a better name.
The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left.
I love how the Deku Tree doesn't remember his name. It's like, go get the boy without the fairy. Go and fetch the young lad. His name is Steve.
Steve the hero.
Well, he didn't have a fairy, so he didn't deserve a name.
Exactly. He's just called boy.
That's dark.
Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon thee.
This scene here made me mental. Whee! And looking back on it now, it's just a camera going through a 3D model, but it was amazing.
There's a dick. I hate him with a passion. It's like, get in my way.
Hello.
What's
What
he
is-
doing to the rock?
Yeah.
He's trying to move it, if I remember rightly.
Why are his hips going up?
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to mount an offense on it.
Doing.
You could have.
Learn to fly!
You didn't. You could have. Oh, never mind. Is she drunk?
Looks like it.
She's just sleepy from all that talking that tree just did.
Yep.
Hello.
Here you go, Steve. Hello, Steve. He wants to Navi.
I love how he's pretending to sleep while blinking with his eyes open.
He's having a nightmare. The lore is he's having a nightmare.
His eyes are open!
People can sleep with their eyes open.
We knew someone that did.
I know we did actually. That scared the hell out of us.
Yeah, it was a wrestling night, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. And we woke. It was like, I can't remember what wrestling event it was, but me and you were sleeping in the guy's living room, and one of his mates was there,
He's staring at you all night.
and we just looked. We thought he was awake, but he's just lying with his eyes open. It was terrifying.
Yeah.
Hello, Steve. Wake up.
So you're going to be Navi with that lovely deep voice.
The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Steve, get up.
Oh, 5 more minutes.
Hey, come on. Can Hyrule destiny really depend on such a lazy boy?
Why is Navi singing? Nightmares.
You finally woke up. I'm Navi, the fairy.
I have a
Great
cold.
Deku Tree asked
and I have a cold.
Please excuse
I have a
me.
very, very bad cough.
please excuse my deep voice.
I'm usually a bit, I usually have a bit higher tone of a voice. I just skipped that.
Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Let's get going right now.
Achoo!
Oh, these allergies.
Here we go then.
I'm so allergic to boys.
She's allergic
Look
to
how
humans.
smooth that is.
Whee! Headbutt. That's what you spend 90% of this game doing, headbutting.
Giving Steve concussion.
Jump!
What's the forest?
You forgot. Cool. Key.
I may have problems.
Yahoo!
Oh, now you should do her voice.
You're up, man.
How about
Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Steve. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Steve.
That word that Kazie can announce.
Is that right? The great Deku Tree has summoned you. No one speaks like this. It's quite an honor to talk to the great Deku Tree.
Fucking Mario already, yeah?
I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the great Deku Tree while I have an aneurysm.
I said great Deku Tree in every sentence, Right. Are we gonna fuck a bit, or are we just going straight
just do what
there?
you want, man. You're on the.
You're in control
controls.
until you die.
Until you die, or I find someone better.
There we go.
Achieve greatness there. Dive.
Ah,
That's right. You can't jump in this game. It's literally you just got to blind leap of faith of everything.
yeah.
Hey, Navi, hey!
You're trying to figure out
hey,
the C button is.
Hey!
The C button is the right.
So the right analog stick's the C button. So
Yeah. Great lightning in his house.
It's just so random. The Great Decotree has summoned you. Please come with me.
Still, somehow got deeper. Get out my way, you prick!
you have to get something before you allow him through. This is why you hate him, eh?
Yes, look at him, look at him.
I can't remember. You need to have a sword and a shield. You need to get. Where do we get the sword?
No
and
one
shield?
explains this to you.
He does.
Initially, you get told, go see the Great Decotree. The Great Decotree
No,
wants to see you.
he mocks you for not having a sword and shield, so you go and get a sword and
But
shield.
the Great Decotree did not say, come to me with a sword and shield.
Nope.
He said, come to
He
me
said,
with
"Get
great
your ass
haste."
over here.
Great haste was mentioned.
Yeah.
You better get a move on. I can't remember what's in any of these houses.
The
I think
sword's up here, isn't it?
something. Yeah, and the shield is from the shop, isn't it?
I think so. You're a bunch of twigs.
That's right. You get this. You get the sword, and then you start cutting grass for.
You need to learn how to pick up rocks from the guy who can't pick up
Oh
rocks.
my god. Does this boy know nothing, Steve?
Crawl!
Crawl, Steve. Cameras. Camera angles.
It'll be the sea bunny. Yeah.
Rupees.
There was a. I can't remember if it was this game or if it was the Wind Waker. Every time you picked up 5 rupee, you got the tutorial for this is 5 rupees.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because what hit me was a bloody boulder.
I only took off a quarter of 1 heart.
Oh! Might want to run, boy.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
You didn't even read the sign. That person put all that effort into writing that.
Exactly. I'll read it afterwards. Okay?
Jeez. You think he would be like somebody that would play a classic Super
What sword is
Nintendo
it?
game and do all the secrets and get to the final boss? And
Kokiri sword.
Hey!
on
On the
the,
equipment subscreen, select it with the cursor and equip it with the A button. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri people,
You didn't hide it very well.
but you can borrow. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. Okay.
You have to Z target, don't you?
no, you just have to push when it says check at the top there. Oh, look at that. Ah, we did save. That's,
Oh, shit.
So I saw that coming.
you did that on purpose.
Of course not.
You totally did.
What was it not? What type of villain do you think I am?
I think you're a signed murdering maniac.
And the Oscar goes to, oh shit, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, 1998.
Not the precious sign!
Precious sign.
My sign. My precious sign.
What is it? It's in the handheld games where there's a guy. If you ever manage to find his shop, just nukes you. The amount of signs you've destroyed.
Oh, probably the guy that gives you appreciation and win.
Yeah. Here's for buying all those stuff. Your grand prize. I appreciate you.
Yeah. By the way, how angry were you when that happened?
Well, that VG Cats comic
That's
is
right, yeah.
perfectly perfect.
Sets it on fire.
Encapsulated it.
The perfect feeling everyone had at that point is that it's just hard cuts to the boat on fire and Link sailing away. What are you doing, boy? You don't have any eyes.
Working some moves.
Hey, let's work on some moves. Just jump sideways, press the Z target, and press A as you move left and right. To do a black paper, press the Z target and press A as you move backwards. To do a roll forward, while Z target and press A and you move forward. While you roll, you can you say words. If you have a sword ready while Z target, you can jump and push the attack button and double charge something.
Does that hurt when you speak like
It
that?
does. You can see target on the stone next to me. Let's see you practice.
Sword that thing. Take your sword out.
Yeah, it murders a sign but can't attack a rock.
Nope. It's got a good history with pet rocks. You know.
Hey, I did it!
Right, just ignore him. Ignore him.
Ignore him.
Ignore him.
Give me my thing!
You don't get a thing.
You prick!
He's just teaching you how to play the game.
I need a thing to say you've done the thing.
You don't need. It's the 90s. You don't get a thing to say they're doing the thing. Apart from sometimes, occasionally, you get a.
Fucking sign. Fuck your sign.
This is trying sad.
He doesn't do well with instructions. I must say.
There we go.
Doesn't follow the mother.
Fuck your sign. Z targeting. Doesn't work.
That little Z targeting allowed you to lock on there, didn't it?
Yep.
The only sign you can't destroy.
Why? What's it made out of? Like whatever Wolverine's made out of.
Kryptonite, apparently.
Not kryptonite. I was going to say kryptonite, but that's not known for its hard properties.
You're looking for adamantium.
That's the word.
Let's go into this person's house and break all their pots.
He looks the same.
You're going to do the same voice then, aren't you? This is, just so you know, this is all the tutorial is on. Right. I'll be honest with you, the reason that I can't remember what's in these houses is because once I did it once, I didn't feel the need to go back again.
I'm going to take that advice and just...
Please ignore everything in
Yeah, I'm going to break his pot.
Other than the pot, because these must be broken.
Can't use the sword inside for some fucking reason.
Because this is like a picture brick. How
Did you manage that? You're the only person in the world that can manage to get that there.
Did you just...
Yeah.
There's 3 of them in here. What the...
That is monstrous.
I can't believe you did that.
It's fine.
They're all identical.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that.
Now we have.
I can go to sleep soundly tonight.
Yes.
Oh, fairy finally came to you. How did I have a lot to learn?
You need to get a bottle and steal all their fairies.
Oh, that's
That's fucking morbid.
That's dark.
That's dark, man. Jeez. Let's get a bag.
Just get a sack.
Just get a sack. Save some time, man.
Instead of individually trying to pick them up, just get
How
a sack.
many of you exist? Are you like a...
It's cloned.
Like, are you clones or are you just all twins?
Well, this is the 5th one we've encountered, so...
I mean, the logical answer is to save on assets in the game engine.
Well, we know that, but I mean...
But when you're 13, you don't usually question this kind of stuff.
You should. 'Cause it's
You were too busy being happy that you were running around
true.
Throwing rocks in random directions.
and breaking pots. And
This is what you do, mate. See? You have done your job for you.
I think I'm going to take a guess, right? I'm going to take a guess that you need 40 rupee to get that shield.
40 rupee.
40 rupee.
40 rupee.
Or a rubber.
What do you think? 40?
Probably.
5?
Yeah, you get one for going back, don't you?
No.
Run through that, cross that.
That's right. And then there's one on top of the bridge and one behind that house.
None of that existed then.
What was that?
Ellie Knight didn't exist in the 90s. I mean, the man did, but
Oh,
the character didn't.
There's a rupee on top of this rock.
No,
How do we get up there? Oh, bridge.
you need to go. No, you go in the house.
So you need to go inside and out.
No, round the top. It's spiral.
Oh no, there's a 6th one.
Too many of them.
That's why the Great Deku Tree can't remember what your name is.
Yeah, because everyone looks.
Because everyone looks the same.
Everyone looks like a bloody Ron Weasley.
So the easiest way is just there's one that's not got a fairy. In fact, you've actually made the Great Deku Tree's job harder because now you're just another schmuck with a fairy.
Wasn't there like the whole thing about the Kokiri forest? Or the Kokiri? They were only there because of him.
Something like that, yeah.
They only look human because of him.
Yeah, because on the anime they look like those little
The
twigs.
spirits, yeah.
Someone's Dave.
It doesn't control as easy as I remember.
It's either someone's brave or someone's just really impatient.
Both.
Climb that cliff thing.
You could have been up and round if you went the other way.
That's all.
I love that this is making you up, and it's hurting you to your core. The urge to run is so strong with you right now. You really, and then it's gonna have to slowly turn the camera around, and he's gonna have to do it again, and he's gonna sprint because it's a straight line. Where did she come from?
It's called zoning.
You came all the way up here, and then I skipped my dialogue.
Apparently.
Look,
Because you're real man.
Look, isn't this view pretty? You can change your viewpoint with this strange symbol that you don't know how to say. So you can look around the forest with your stick.
Haunting. Haunting. Absolutely haunting.
Kind of cute.
Yeah, no.
If you squint your eyes.
Yeah, no.
Get your eyes on
Right, 40. I said 40. I said 40 rupees.
Hi, Steve.
Look at you're all talking in riddles. What the hell, Z?
Imagine if someone said, "What is a Z button?"
Steve just turns to Navi and goes, Z. And she flies off into the
And
distance.
somehow you can throw your voice.
It's so great that you have a fairy partner. What's really cool about this mechanic is this works here. But when you decide to send Navi across the map to somebody that doesn't have a fairy, and then you still manage to have this conversation thing going on,
Yeah.
right? Does that mean that little Steve's voice is now coming and being projected through Navi's lips?
Yo.
Just this little boy, very deep voice.
I mean, I never thought about it until here and now, but that's the only way that Link would be able to hear the reaction.
Yeah.
Do me a favour. Run round the back. Thank you.
If I remember correctly, there was a way to get this shield without paying for it, wasn't there?
You were thinking of a different game where you can rob it.
40 rupees.
Damn right it was.
Jesus.
Might want to get that heart. How much the heart?
10. And it's not a heart, it's a...
Oh, it's
a shield.
it's a heal rather than
Yeah.
a heart.
God damn it, shut up.
Now, one of the things that I used to do is I used to buy a stick and I used to buy a Deku seed for the reason that I didn't have to hear the thing in that whole way. Good idea.
Save! We've saved the game. Job's done. Excellent.